I after doing this week's assignments, I found that the media uh, was really interesting. As a teacher, I think it's important to incorporate um, media in our classroom through PowerPoints, through presentations, when you're teaching something such as doing a research project. I think it's important to show kids how to do things because they're learning, and showing them visual aids is important. Um, with resolution of the pictures, making sure they're clear and making sure the pictures aren't so big, teaching them how to be able to use that. Um, After doing the Prexy, uh, using the Prexy website, I really didn't like it at all. I think it was confusing, and it was something that I just wasn't familiar with. I like using the PowerPoint's a little bit better because I can control um, how I want things, how I want the slides, and I can control how I want to uh, my backgrounds, my layouts, and how I want to put pictures, how I want it to present. I know it's useful in a sense that everything's on one page rather than on a bunch of different pages, but I just didn't really care for it so much. For Screenomatic, I actually really did like that a lot. Being able to talk and show through visual aid on how to do it through the computer and record it, I think it was useful. It's a good tool to use in the classroom, and it was something that I would probably use more often once I get more familiar with it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Prexy, and I just didn't really care for it too much. I found like this week's module was uh, really good with media and how it is incorporating into the classroom. Because today's society, even today's classrooms, were incorporating more technology. I know my daughter, she's in third grade, and they're using the Chromebooks now. And I think using like the Screenomatic would be something useful for when we're talking about how to use a program, such as Word or PowerPoints, how to access it through the Chromebooks. I think showing the kids through like the Screenomatic would be effective in teaching the kids. Use of technology is becoming more prevalent, and being able to have a knowledge of it is important as teachers, so that way we um, are successful in doing that. Overall, like I said, the Prexy I didn't care for. It just wasn't my thing. I guess because I have never used it before, and so using it now was totally different. Um, Other than that, uh, I hopefully you like what I did, and hopefully it turned out okay. Because, like I said, I just was new. Both of these sites were new and using them, but I think being able to have these different types of websites available as teachers is really crucial because we can incorporate it into our lessons. Um, you know, how we want to present our lessons to the students. And I think, using these things for students in the future, and, having them being able to use like the Prexy in the future um, for their own presentations through book reports or whatever, I think it would be important to have that knowledge. Other than that, like I said, this week's lesson was really good. I think like I said before, it's really important to have a good foundation in technology because it can help in teaching, and it can be useful in the classroom. Anyways, I guess this is all, and I look forward to next week.